first 2 minutes of this game, this DiJonai Carrington stabbed Caitlin Clark with her fingernails right in the eye.
Did you see that WNBA game where DiJonai Carrington poked Caitlin Clark in the eye? It happened just 2 minutes into the game. Clark kept playing with a black eye, scoring 11 points and dishing out 8 assists. That's crazy, but here's the real kicker. Carrington got suspended for it. Let's talk about what this means for the league and for Clark's future. Remember when I said something unexpected happened? Well, get ready for this. In the heat of a crucial playoff matchup, Clark found herself at the center of a controversy that would test her limits both on and off the court. The question is, did she have what it takes to overcome this new obstacle? Picture this. A packed arena, the air thick with tension. It's the playoffs, and every possession counts. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, is doing what she does best, leading her team with precision passes and clutch shots. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, hanging on every play. But in an instant, everything changes. As Clark drives towards the basket, DiJonai Carrington of the opposing team reaches out. What happens next sends shockwaves through the arena. Carrington's hand makes contact with Clark's face, catching her right in the eye.
Caitlin Clark was assaulted yesterday in her very first playoff game in the WNBA. I get it. She had a bad game. Connecticut Sun looked good. They looked experienced. They brought a level of intensity and physicality that the Fever weren't ready for.
The crowd gasps as Clark stumbles, clearly in pain. Here's where things get wild. Despite the obvious contact, the refs don't blow the whistle. No foul call. Can you believe it? The fans are going crazy, and analysts are scratching their head. How did they miss that? But hold on, it gets even crazier. When they show the slow-mo replay on the big screen, people start wondering if it was more than just a simple foul. Some fans are yelling that it looked intentional, demanding the WNBA take a closer look. The atmosphere in the arena shifts from excitement to anger in a heartbeat. Clark's teammates are furious. The coaches are arguing with the refs, and social media explodes with reactions. People are calling Carrington's move desperate, saying she's just jealous of Clark's rising star status. Meanwhile, Clark is on the sideline, holding her eye, trying to shake off the pain. You can see the frustration on her face, but there's something else there too, a fire, a determination. It's like she's saying, is that all you've got? The incident sparks a firestorm.
Caitlin Clark played a terrible game, shot 4 of 17 from the field. The Indiana Fever got curb stomped by the Connecticut Sun.
Carrington starts getting hit with a wave of criticism online. We're talking serious backlash here. Some people even cross the line, sending her death threats. It's a stark reminder of how intense rivalries can get and how quickly things can spiral out of control in the age of social media. As the game continues, all eyes are on Clark. Will she be able to shake off this setback? Can she still lead her team to victory with one good eye? The rookie, who's been playing like a veteran, is facing her biggest test yet. The clock was ticking, and Clark's eye was swelling. But what happened next left everyone in the arena speechless. How does a rookie respond when the game and her vision is on the line? Well, let me tell you, Caitlin Clark's response was nothing short of incredible. Most players would have headed straight to the bench, maybe even called it a night, but not Clark. This rookie sensation decided to stay in the game, showing the kind of grit that separates the good from the great.
That did not mention that the biggest star in the history of the WNBA, the first woman to ever be the biggest star in American sports, was assaulted. Do you think that your meal ticket should be stabbed in the eye intentionally?
Picture this. Clark's out there, one eye practically swollen shut, but she's still calling plays and directing traffic like a seasoned vet. It's like she flipped a switch and said, pain? What pain? She's diving for loose balls, fighting through screens, and playing with the kind of intensity that makes you forget she just took a shot to the face. Now, I know what you're thinking. Playing through an injury is one thing, but how did she actually perform? Get this. Clark finished the game with 11 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. Sure, her shooting wasn't as sharp as usual. She went 4 for 17 overall and 2 for 13 from three-point range. But come on, she was playing with one good eye. The fans in the arena, they were going wild. Every time Clark made a play, the place erupted. You could feel the energy shift. It wasn't just about winning anymore, it was about watching this rookie show everyone what she was made of. Her teammates were feeding off her energy too. You could see them rallying around her, playing harder, diving for every loose ball. It was like Clark's determination lit a fire under the whole team. Even the opponents couldn't help but respect what they were seeing. There were a few moments where you could catch opposing players shaking their heads in disbelief. One fan even yelled out, "A bruised, frustrated Caitlin Clark is still better than a fully healthy DiJonai Carrington on her best day." Talk about adding fuel to the fire. But here's the thing that really blew everyone away. After the game, when everyone expected Clark to be upset or looking for sympathy, she did something totally unexpected. In the press conference, she actually defended Carrington. Can you believe it? She looked right at the reporters and said, "It wasn't intentional by any means." That's some serious sportsmanship right there. Clark's performance that night wasn't just about the numbers. It was about heart, determination, and the kind of leadership you can't teach. She proved that she's not just a rising star, she's a warrior. You'd think Clark's gracious response would have calmed things down. But the aftermath? It was about to get wild. The WNBA world was buzzing with reactions, and everyone had an opinion on what went down. Social media exploded with fans and analysts dissecting every angle of the incident. People were calling Carrington's move a cheap shot and a dirty play. The criticism was intense, with some even questioning Carrington's sportsmanship and place in the league. But here's where it gets interesting. The WNBA didn't just sit back and watch. They took action. In a move that shocked many, the league decided to suspend Carrington. That's right, they benched her for what happened with Clark. This wasn't just a slap on the wrist. It was a clear message about player safety and league integrity. The suspension sparked a whole new debate. Some fans cheered, saying it was about time the league cracked down on rough play. Others thought it was too harsh, arguing that these things happen in the heat of the game. Either way, it got people talking about what kind of league the WNBA wants to be. Now, you might think Clark would be happy about this. After all, she's the one who got hit, right? But remember how she defended Carrington right after the game? Well, she doubled down on that. Clark came out and said, "It wasn't intentional by any means." Can you believe it? The player who got poked in the eye is the one sticking up for the person who did it. Carrington had her say too. She insisted she was just trying to make a play on the ball, saying, "I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye." It's like we're watching two different games here, the one on the court and the one playing out in the media. This whole situation has people asking some big questions about the WNBA. How do we keep players safe without taking away the intensity of the game? Where's the line between tough play and going too far? And how do we handle these incidents when they happen? It's not just about Clark and Carrington anymore. This incident has sparked a larger conversation about respect among athletes, the role of social media in sports, and how the league handles player conduct. Some are even saying this could be a turning point for the WNBA. Caitlin Clark's journey from rookie sensation to resilient leader has been nothing short of amazing. From breaking records to being a strong contender for Rookie of the Year, she's shown she's got what it takes to be a star. But this incident, it's taken her legend to a whole new level. Think about it. Clark didn't just bounce back from a tough hit, she defended the player who hit her. That's the kind of sportsmanship you don't see every day. It's no wonder she's earned so much respect in the league. As the WNBA keeps growing, players like Clark are showing us what women's basketball is all about. It's not just about skill, it's about resilience, fair play, and pushing through tough times. With Clark leading the way, the future of the WNBA is looking brighter than ever. Who knows what she'll do next?